Welcome to Identify Hardware Components and Peripherals. After watching this video, you will be able to explain the difference between internal and external components, describe what a peripheral device is and what it does, and apply your learning to contrast, an interface, a port, and a connector. What is a computer component? It's a physical part needed for computer functioning, also called hardware. And each component performs a specific task. Components can be internal or external. External components connect via ports, which are openings on the sides of a computer. Without a given component, such as a CPU, a computer system cannot function as desired. An internal component is a piece of hardware inside the computer. Examples include random access memory, or RAM, which is the computer's working memory and is temporary, storing items you are working with as long as the power is on. If you are working on a document and the power goes off, the document is lost. The hard drive is permanent storage that you can save a file to. A file stored on the hard drive is permanently stored and will not be lost if the power fails. And the CPU does all the math calculations in a computer. It's often called the brain of the computer. The faster the CPU, the more things the computer can do at a given time. A peripheral is a device which connects to a computer to provide extra functionality. It is used in the transfer of data to or from a computer. Peripherals can be easily connected to and removed from a computer system. Peripherals attach to the computer through a connector, and the type of connector varies with the peripheral. Examples include a mouse, keyboard, and printer. There are three kinds of peripherals: input devices, which send commands and data to the computer, output devices, which receive commands from the computer, and storage devices, which are a type of permanent memory for files you want to keep indefinitely. A connector is the unique end of a plug, jack, or the edge of a card that connects to a port. For example, all desktop computer expansion cards have an internal connector that allows them to connect in a slot to the motherboard. A universal serial bus, or USB connector, at the end of a cable is an example of an external connector. A connector plugs into an opening on a computer called a port. A port is the jack or receptacle for a peripheral device to plug into. Ports are standardized for each purpose. Some common ports are universal serial bus or USB ports, and high-definition multimedia interface or HDMI ports. The HDMI port pictured here could be used to connect a monitor. In this video, you learned that a component of a computer is a physical part needed for computer functioning. Examples of internal components include memory and a hard drive. Examples of external components include ports and connectors. The end of a plug or cable is called a connector. Connectors fit into one specific type of opening called a port. And a peripheral device can connect externally or internally.